I'm gonna record this as well. So yeah, I'm gonna record this as well. Because why not? First things first, I'm gonna go and kind of I don't really know. Mostly gonna probably be driving around. I don't think I'm gonna really put like put a song on because I'm recording this. So, and this is a filler video because well I'm going on vacation on Thursday. This is gonna come out like way later after, most likely after this video is probably gonna come out after I've come back. But I did say that I was going to because originally I was gonna be like, yeah, let's go and do the diamond prep. But then right as I was getting on, after I started this, I was like, yeah, I should probably not. I'm gonna call it Morse Mutual. I don't know if it was Morse Mutual or
Morse Mutual, we're here to help. I can do that.
let's find like the stash house.
You need something, huh? One of your rides? Let me know.
Do I have more or is that okay? I should probably
I'll bring it by.
hold on. I'm gonna what did I get? I'll look at it. I'll get that in a bit. Just hold on. What is the hot knife? What do you mean by a hot knife? No, that's my Kuruma. Hot knife. Ooh. All right. Okay, I don't think that that's it, but still, it's nice. This one specifically, I am going to there was a reason why there was something. Oh yeah, I just remembered the color scheme I wanted to do on that. It's the reason why I've been doing a lot. I've been trying to do a lot of stun jumps. Okay, we're gonna go to a stash house, and we're gonna hopefully it's going to fill up one of the motorcycle businesses. So let's take a look. Please be in the city. It is not. It's all Why do you have to be all the way out here? I am sorry, YouTube. How dare I even think about putting music in here? I know you hate it when music comes up. No, turn off. YouTube hates it when you put music on. To be honest, most of this video is because it's gonna be like off the stream. Well done. Because it's gonna be like off of the stream. I'm not gonna be talking a lot, as per usual. You want me to talk more? You want me to talk more when it comes to this? Come to the stream and comment. And no, I'm not. And just for anyone that decides to come in here and start being like, oh yeah, I do this art for people. I'm not accepting art. I'm not accepting art anymore. All right. I did that, but that cost me a lot of money. And I didn't realize until it was somebody another streamer who was in my college I say college group. It's Bible study group. Well, they call it college group as well. But they told me, yeah, you got scammed because you can find the same thing on Etsy. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get off Etsy. And that same person that I got scammed by was like, well, you're not gonna get your like the what's called the icon that you got. It's not gonna be your own custom thing. And yet I still went and got my own custom thing. It may not look like for example, like the emotes that I got. They may not look like the panda emblem, but the thing is, the panda emblem, that's supposed to be a mask. The guy that you see as the on the emotes, that's my character. That's the character that wears the mask. So we're just gonna, because you can get your own custom stuff on Etsy like that, and that's what I got the emotes for, and also the badges that you can get for subscribing. And I got those off of Etsy too. Same exact thing. I spent $4 on the I spent $4 for the for the badges, and like $2 for the emotes. So, and I spent over like $300 for like when I got scammed. I was talking to him. It used to be called Frosty Arcade, and now it's just called Flosty, FWASDY, I think, TY. I don't remember, but I kind of want to collab with him again. Kind of want to do that. Oh, you know, good thing I didn't go. Good thing I didn't go over. Hey, you know, if I hit a if I go past a what's called a gun store. Well, there's a gun store like near here, so I'm gonna go to that one. Oh, there's a gun store like right over here. So he was like, you can just get it off of Etsy, and I've just been taking his advice on a lot of this stuff. You know, I don't like how I can't like buy that mask. But yeah, I'm not taking any more like deals on like any of like art or anything. I'm not taking any of that stuff anymore. First time I did that, like at least the one that I got like the banner from, at least they gave it to me. At least they actually went through with the with it. I the one that I had before, they just never got back to me. They never got back to me. I thought, oh, maybe they're done with the maybe they're not done with the what's it called, with the what's it called, with the art yet. Nope, it's been like I believe over a year now. When did I put that Edgar Allan Poe video up, the one where it was like the Telltale Heart game, not the audiobook. That audiobook came out a long time ago. Yeah, LJT, yeah, I know, but I'm waiting until like I'm waiting until we do like a payday. Are you kidding me?
Look at this cockguzzler!
Motherfucker.
Get back! Come and get it! I'm gonna kill you and get out! You ain't welcome around here, chump! Don't fuck with him! Oh, he's messed up! Come out of here! Fancy fuck!
Okay. What? Wait, why did it change? Why did it change guns? Wait, why does he have a
We gotta get back! Get down, brother!
Okay, wait, why do they have one now?
Run! LOST!
What? They shoot me through the... Okay. Wait, why do I keep spawning up here?
You got no way out, kids.
Fall back now! Let's do this! Better stay back! Fuck yeah!
Okay, so he's all the way over there. Oh, I see him. Yeah, just need to get rid of him.
so.
Here we go.
Where you gonna run now?
Eat, fucking lad!
Shit, you okay, brother? Motherfucker! Heads down! Ah! Ah! Ah!
Okay. 1:23:45. What we got? Why is it the bunker? Why the bunker? Whatever. Just so we can get some more money. Okay, let's search the area. Okay, it's this guy in green shirt and beanie. Green shirt and a beanie. Sniper rifle, okay. With a green shirt and a beanie. And overalls. What? Green shirt, beanie, and overalls. That's the guy. What?
You got one of them faces that need to get.
Okay. Now let's head out. You get more money if you because he sends you the one that he wants to kill you to kill him with. If you do that, you get a bonus. Yes, $30,000. Just put that money away. Once we get to 30 million, that's when I'll start spending the money. Okay, this is not a I don't have enough money stuff. That entire thing is just a joke on because Mike does the same thing. He's like, oh, but I don't have enough money. Like seriously, it took us a while to convince him to get the Sparrow, and even then, that was like $1 million something, and he had like 11 million at the time, and he was like, no, but I can't. It's $1 million. And it's like, you got 11 million. You're about to make that exact money back just by doing this. And we finally convinced him to do it. But the entire thing is like, it's all because of like, I'm trying to like in real life, yeah, I would probably do the same thing that he's doing. But in game, it would mostly be like I got all this money. I can spend it and I'll still have like a lot left. I'll still have a lot left. Like there's still some businesses that I kind of want to buy. Okay, a little thing. I'm not accepting friend requests from random people. I want people to know that. I don't accept I'm not accepting random requests from people in Discord. I'm not Like if you're like someone who's following me and then decides, oh okay, hey, and then comes in here and it's like, hey, I have something I want to talk to you about. Can you accept my friend request on Discord? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna accept your friend request. I'm gonna say no. Either that or I'm not gonna say yes. I'm not gonna say yes, but I'm gonna try and hint at the fact that no. I'm gonna try and hint at no. Like usually it's like, I'll see you after stream. I'll think about it after stream. I'll think about it. Yes. If I'm streaming and you're like, hey, I sent you something on Discord. Can you go look at it? I'm not gonna stop everything and be like, okay, time to go on to Discord. No, I'm not gonna look at it and if you send it to me personally, I'm not gonna look at it. I'm gonna look at it if it's on the main chat, if it's on the server. Please, if it's art, put it into the art channel. If it's music, put it into the music channel. If it's recommendations, there's a recommendations channel. There's a recommendations channel. So please, understands that there's different things. The thing is, like, I've been accidentally posting my streams in the general chat. And I looked at that and I was like, oh no. And I didn't realize that. I've been doing that by accident because I thought that I was doing it in latest streams. But I haven't. So I've just been so I started doing the latest streams again. I accidentally did put an announcement into the latest streams. I didn't mean to do that, but that's what I did anyway. I'm not accepting friend requests. I'm not doing business expenses. I'm not doing business. I'm not going to accept like, oh hey, we do promotion things. I'm not going to accept that unless it's like a sponsor thing where it's like you're sponsoring a video and I just have to mention you or something like that. I'll most likely do that. I'll probably even put like a picture up of like maybe your company on here. Or like a link, or like a link onto here. I'll most likely do that. How much do we got actually? I kind of want to know. 46. Okay.
Sure. Sure.
So I'm not accepting like, oh hey, I do this art. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing art. I'm not accepting any art.
Take it easy.
You want to post your art? If you want to post your art on the, you want to show your art to me, post it on post your art in the art channel on the Discord server. If I ever get mods, I'm gonna have a rule. I'll probably even have a rule for the mods, which is just do not get hungry with power. Do not go crazy with power, okay? Because if I put moderators on chat, I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna have the ability to take you off if you're a moderator. I'm gonna make sure I have that ability just in case I see anyone violating that. Then again, I'm not even on my Discord server that much. I maybe go on there like once a day. I maybe go on there like maybe once a day. But I don't really go on there that much.
How's things? Good?
Okay, this is like the only one that's like, ah, yes, it's fine for all of the it's fine for
I'm on holiday this week. I'm American.
it's fine. Like, she's the only one where it's fine to pay her to go and get the stuff because it costs more to get the things than if I just were to pay her to do it. And besides, the amount that I would pay to go and get everything costs more than if I were to just go and then when I sell them. They cost more than if I am to just sell them. Once again, I'm not don't come here and tell me, oh hey, I'm here to like help you with all this stuff, and I'll say no. Do not come and tell me, oh, but don't you want to get into more followers? Yes, the answer is yes. Well, don't you want people to get to affiliate? The answer is yes. Okay, well then let me help you. No, I'm not gonna let you help me because if you're gonna come in here and tell me that I can get some art from you for my channel, then I'm probably just gonna go onto Etsy because every single person that has come on here and given me that exact, like, okay, it's not this one. Everyone that's come on here and given me that exact speech on that has charged me over $100, over $100. But then I go onto Etsy and I can still get my own custom made thing for the same exact quality for only like $4. For only like $2 to $4, maybe $8. And it doesn't go higher than 20. I'm just gonna state that. It doesn't go higher than 20. The amount does not go higher than 20. That's what I like about it, is that even though like it can seem to get expensive, it doesn't go higher than $20. The only time it does that is if like I'm asking for like an entire giant bundle, which I never really need. I might buy more more what's it called, more emotes, most likely. Yeah, I might get more emotes. And okay, hold on, I'll be back. I might get more emotes, but that's gonna be off of Etsy. Mostly just recording until until it either stops or I stop. Reason for this? Yes. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm okay, so I'm full on how much product I got. I just need to fill up the supplies. I know what you're thinking. Why don't you just buy it? Because that eats into our profits. It's better if I am to go and get the supplies without and for free. Better if I can go get my supplies for free. Yeah, than to go and pay for it because I'm gonna end up getting less money if I pay for it. I'm glad that I took the helicopter. Something I found that really... Last night I was talking about how people will say that you shouldn't read the Bible because it's fake, it's fiction, it's not real. But then they'll go and read something else that's fake, fiction, and also unreal. To which because then I thought about more today, and I thought to myself, well, people will say, why should we believe what the Bible says when it's just only like written word? That's all we have to go based off of. So we shouldn't have to do that. We shouldn't believe it because it's only the written word that we have to go off of. Yet there are like a whole bunch of other things that we hear off in history where we only have like the written word of to believe it. Some of them, and most of them, were passed down by mouth. And people are like, oh, I believe this wholeheartedly. But then they'll look at the Bible and be like, oh, this was written and this is all we have to go based off of. I don't believe this at all. But then they'll look at something in history where it's only written and that's all and the written word is all you can be based off, and they're like, oh yes, I believe this definitely happened. This definitely happened. And it's like there'll be no archaeological site, there'll be no nothing. It just the written word, and people will be like, yes, I believe this. But then they'll look at the Bible and be like, yeah, no, I don't believe that at all. And the thing is, like, I don't understand why you say that you don't believe it because it's only the written word, but you'll believe something else that is just only the written word. Like, there are actual archaeological sites that people have found that back up the claims in the Bible. And people are like, oh, but they would talk to each other word of mouth. Yeah, they didn't. There were what's it called? Things that we use for evidence today did not exist back then. Do you honestly believe that the technology we have today has always existed? Like, I can tell you that medical documents that we have today did not exist back then. People did not use medical documents like we do nowadays. We didn't have like archives on a computer. We didn't have files on a computer like we back then like we do nowadays. And people are all like, show me the evidence on the computer that they used back then, or something like that. And it's like, and I'm using computer as an example. Yes, there are people that actually believe this, that actually think this. But here's the thing. They didn't have the technology back then that we do nowadays. People often say, oh, well, how come I have never seen a sign? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, yes, you have. There's a good chance that you have seen a sign, that you've asked for a sign, and God has been like, okay, I'm going to show you the sign. But either you have just ignored it, or you've just refused to see it. And that's the thing, is that it's like, you will refuse to look at something and then claim that it doesn't exist. Or claim that it's never happened. You'll ignore something. Like, here's a good example. Here's an example, okay? This may not be a good example, but here's an example nonetheless. To try and put into perspective. Somebody will slap somebody right in front of you, but you'll just not look at it. Or you'll just ignore it, and people will say they just slapped that person, and you'll be like, no, it didn't happen. I didn't see it. You may say that's stupid, to which I say, yes, I agree, it is stupid. Something, proof that God exists happens to you, but you ignore it, and you say, oh, there's no proof that God exists. It's like that. There was this what was that one post? It was like, show me the written law. Okay, here's the written law. I'm not reading that. It's like, what? It's like, you wanted the written law, now you're not, and then you claim that you're not going to read it because why? You don't want to be proven wrong? Is that the reason why you guys? Is that the reason why you guys don't pay attention? If you were to go an entire year writing down every single prayer that you prayed to God, and at the very end of the year, look back at that exact list and checked off every single one that was answered, you would get a lot more answered. You would see that a lot more was answered. Come on, come on, come on. No, no. Okay, we just need one more. Okay, good. I assure you, there's gonna be a lot more than you think that there are. People will say to my claim about how they will believe a written word about something because it's evidence that that thing existed, to which I say, then you should say that the written word of the Lord in the Bible what is evidence too. There's not really like, oh well, that's different. How is it different? That's my question. How is it different? How is it different? Is it because one actually happened? Well, how do you know that one actually happened? How do you know that one actually happened and the other one didn't? Oh, it's really not that far from here. And whether you think that what Jesus did was real or not, or if he was an actual person or not, whether or not, you cannot deny the fact that he still spoke with wisdom when he was speaking, when he was giving out his lessons. Okay, we're gonna... No, we can't. We can't. Not now. Not right now. Hold on. We need to do this. Okay, I'm gonna focus a bit. I'm trying to focus. Okay, I see the crates. Just give me a moment. Okay, well, since I'm here. And okay, look, I want to be completely clear about this. I'm not trying to be like, this is absolute proof that this actually happened. I'm not trying to be like that. No, what I'm trying to get through to you, what I'm trying to say is, you can't say, oh, this thing doesn't exist because there's no real proof of it, because the only proof that there is of it is the fact that it was written, that we only have a written document of it. But then go on to something completely different and say, oh no, this is real because we have proof of it. And when you're questioned on your proof of it, it's, oh, we have a written document of it. And the only thing is the written document. And if I were to ask you, well, what's the difference in this? And you come up to me and tell me, oh no, there's a difference. And if I were to ask you, what's the difference? Don't just be like, it just is. Don't tell me it just is. You can't just tell me it just is, because that's not a good answer. Okay, we're gonna have to actually be precise on this a bit. Okay. Okay. No. And they're up there. Okay. People come up and are like, oh, but there were people back in the day that said that they were Christians, but they had slaves. Here's the thing. In the Bible, it never said that slavery was good. In fact, there's an entire book that is dedicated to a guy freeing a bunch of people from slavery. Exodus, the second book of the Bible. Now there are like laws in the Bible that in Exodus that state like the laws that you have, like if you do have slaves, but that's all telling hey, treat them as if they do not harm them. All right, do not hurt people. And even then, it's like, if you do have slaves, after 7 years, you are to free them. If they are to say, I don't want to be free, I love my master after those 7 years, then they have chosen to be that way. They have chosen to be that way. If that is their choice, then let it be. Then they will be your servant. They're not really slaves. It's talking about more of just servants, which is different, because considering the fact that it's not really in captivity. One of them is in captivity, the other one isn't. But even then, it's still not saying that slavery is good. Because there's laws in the like if they are to have servants, if like it's to be like, yeah, they're not slaves, they're servants. And we are done. Okay, what next? The meth lab. The meth lab. Go to the meth lab. Yes, bad stuff happens in the Bible, but it never says that that stuff is good. In fact, quite the opposite. Insane how bad it is. Insane why it's bad.
And we're still in business. All right. LJT with the sign-off.
Like it still says that it's bad and why it's bad. And how the person that did it, how they should be punished accordingly. I think I'll take a look at that after I'm done filling this up. Oh, it's already filled. Okay. I don't think we did this one. Okay, so all of them are full. All of them are full. Okay, well, let's go take a look at this. There's this thing over here. Let's go and take a look at it. Actually, no, we gotta go and, we gotta, I'm done with that, so now we gotta go and call up, Tony.
Hello. Okay, let me see if there's anything on the to-do list.
Okay, take out the dealers. But yes, bad things happen in the Bible, but that doesn't mean that they're good. Just because it happens in the Bible does not mean it's good. Slavery, sexism, rape, murder, that happens in the Bible. But it doesn't mean it's good. Didn't really think that one through, did I? On the bright side, there's not really a,
You calling for some wheels? I'm Johnny on the spot. I'll hook you up. I'll bring it by.
it's over here. But yeah, it happens in the Bible. That doesn't mean that it's good. Just because it happened does not mean it's good. And someone's going to be like, that's not what we're talking about here. Like, yeah. Well, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I have to keep the song off. Sorry, YouTube. Sorry, my YouTube audience. But for some reason, YouTube does not like it when music exists. For some reason. another thing I found is that like the YouTube Shorts now has become like the shorts like is now like up to 3 minutes long. Before it was like a minute. Now it's 3 minutes, which I kind of like because now I can like say like some more stuff that's on my mind. And I don't have to try and say it so fast. I can like get more like put like some more details in, so that way people don't come in saying actually it mean you're supposed, that's not how that's supposed to go. And it's like, did you not listen to a single thing I just said? Like, I swear that happens a lot where I say something in my in the YouTube Shorts. I say something in shorts and they're like, that's why you should be doing this and not this. And it's like, did you not listen? It's like, did you not listen to a single thing I just said?
Finished? Johan gonna...
Yeah, okay. Oh, please, no, it's all the way over here. Oh, wait, actually, that's in a different area, so... it's in a different area here, okay. Get over here. So, yeah, I can probably put, like, more, like, detail into what I'm saying now. So maybe that can get through, maybe it can get through some people's heads. However, I still think that people still won't listen. That's another thing, is that, like, people just do not listen. You will, like, my dad would used to tell me, people wouldn't tell him, oh, well, we never learned this in school. And he's like, yes, you did. You just didn't pay attention. He's a teacher, so you think, oh, obviously he would say that. And I didn't believe him too, because I was like, yeah, because I thought the same exact thing. But then, after I got out of school, I started to think to myself about that, and I was like, no way, he was right. Yeah, there were a lot of things that we learned in school. We just didn't think that it would be, we just didn't want to pay attention to it. So, as a result, we just ignore it. Maybe over here? Maybe? Maybe, maybe not? Huh. But that's another thing, like, you will, like, you'll say something, people will not listen, and at the very end, they're like, okay, you're wrong, and it's like, why am I wrong? And they will be like, you're wrong because of insert reason here, and then they will end up saying the exact thing that you just finished saying, that you just finished to explain, and you'll be like, that's exactly what I just said, word for word. And you're like, well, I didn't hear you. And it's like, it's not the fact that you didn't hear me, it's just the fact that you just decided that you decided the moment I started talking that what I was saying was not worth your time, but then decided to waste both of our times in the very end, and, by trying to prove me wrong. By trying to prove me wrong, but then instead of proving me wrong, you just said the same exact thing I said. You thought that I was a waste of your time, but you ended up wasting time. Okay, that was my fault. I ran into that. But that's the thing I don't understand, is that you think that, like, you come in here I come and tell you something, and you tell me, and you think that what I have to say is a waste of time, but then you ultimately, in the end, decide to waste both of our time, including yours, thinking that you're saving time, but instead you're just repeating the same thing I did. Well, that's not, which I don't know if I'm getting through to anyone, but that's another but to summarize, that is another thing that that confuses me, is that once again, and I'm repeating myself, it confuses me because you'll think that I'm a waste of time, but in turn you're also wasting time. So congratulations, you and I are in the same boat here. If I'm a waste of time, congratulations, you're just like me. A waste of time. As I said, you think I'm a waste of time, but if that's true, then you are no better. You're no better. Okay, I thought that I could escape them, but...
Alright, that ought to keep our reputation a couple of steps from the gutter. Nice work.
Oh, is it like a clown that's coming after me, or... Yeah, it's just gonna go away. Okay, so my vehicle is now just destroyed. Okay, so we're gonna go over to there. Let's get Morse Mutual.
Hello, this is Morse Mutual Insurance. I can do that.
What you need, boss? Some wheels? I can bring them around. I'll bring it to you.
Why haven't we heard from you? You don't like TPI? We're a reputable firm. We've got work for you.
Yeah, I still think I need to finish up. Okay, let's go. I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm just gonna, I think I'm gonna end the recording here. Let's read a little bit of the Bible here. Well, I read Psalms 11 last time, so it's Proverbs, it's Ecclesiastes, Isaiah. Let's read Isaiah 12. Isaiah 12. In that day you will say, I will praise you, O Lord. Although you were angry with me, your anger has turned away, and you have confronted me. Yeah, surely God is my salvation. I will trust and not be afraid. The Lord is my strength and my song. He has become my salvation. With joy you will draw water from the wells of salvation. In that day you will say, give thanks to the Lord, call on his name, make known among the nations what he has done, and proclaim that his name is exalted. Sing to the Lord, for he has done glorious things. Let this be known to all the world. Shout aloud and sing for joy, people of Zion. For great is the Holy One of Israel among you. That was chapter 12 of Isaiah. Thank you guys for listening. That's going to be it. The stream is going to continue going, but I'm gonna just end the recording here. So thank you guys for watching. That's gonna be it. Go on to Twitch. Twitch is twitch.tv/pandastw. Link is also in the description, but in PANDAS_TW. That's how it's spelled. But thank you guys for watching. That's gonna be it. Spread the word of the Lord, and that's gonna be it.